right. Well, we have a interesting breakdown that you found earlier this week, Mark. You want to kind of describe this thing for us that we're about to
Ye
embark on?
Yeah, so my younger brother, Phil, he played college football, and he's a big listener to the show. He engages. I mean, him and I, we talk football constantly. He shared something with me on Instagram from the NFL's Instagram page, and I thought, oh, Dan and I have got to talk about this. So we're doing these kind of special one-offs. We're trying to maybe do more of this to see how if you guys like it. Is just kind of a fun stuff that's not necessarily us breaking down games or things like this.
Yeah, not a
So
part of our full show typically most
yeah,
weeks, but we can get this
And
in.
if we have time during a full show, we like to do funny, weird stuff like this. But
Yeah,
this
of
one just
course.
seemed like it could take its own form because my younger brother and I got into such a debate over this. I was like, I wonder what Dan's thoughts on it. So we don't know how each other feels about this yet. So pull it on up, Dan, if you want.
Let's
So
do it.
the NFL posted on their Instagram page, you're in an NFL game. You get one chance to compete a play. Which do you do? And if you're able to do it, you get a certain amount of money. So think kind of like, oh, would you rather try to make a layup for 5 grand or a free throw for 30 grand or a 3-pointer for 60 grand? You know what I mean? Type of something like that. Risk reward, harder shot, more money value. So the options are gain 1 yard rushing against the San Francisco 49ers defensive line for 10K. Throw and complete a go route to Tyreek Hill for 20,000. Catch a pass against Sauce Gardner for 50K. Block Micah Parsons for 100K. Or break a tackle against Aaron Donald for $1 million. Dan, when I say these out loud to you, what is your first thought that comes to your mind? Which one would you be willing? You can only choose one. You get one chance at one of them. Where's your gut going?
Well, my initial thought is, okay, well, I'm not going to be a millionaire because we're absolutely crossing off breaking a tackle with it. We're not
Yes.
talking about trying to elude him necessarily. I take this to mean he's right in your sights and you got to somehow shake off of him or
Yes.
something like that.
Kind
I
of
don't take this as
1v1.
being able to juke him out. And honestly, like I wouldn't be able to do that either. So who are we kidding? So that one's instantly eliminated. I also thought blocking Micah Parsons should be on par. That should at least be a $500,000 because how the hell would you expect any of us
All
to
right.
properly block that man who has a get off probably better than most edges have in the last 20 years? So yeah, that one's out. The other three I thought were all in play, to be honest. But all that being said, um, to me, the one that I'm choosing is throwing and completing a go route to Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I look,
I love
I don't
it.
want to brag. I think I'm pretty good at throwing football. I'm pretty accurate. I can sling it. I got some good zip, and I could throw a perfect spiral. So I would trust my ability to try. Now I know you only get one shot at this, so that's the tough part. And I know that Tyreek Hill's like one of the shortest in the league, so we're not going to be able to just throw it up and hope for the best. This is going to
Yeah.
have to be on the money. But one, I don't know who my offensive line is in this rushing
Scenario.
against San Francisco's D line. So I would really need to know that. If I had the
Yeah.
Eagles offensive line, I think I could get a yard. I'd feel confident, but I'd be willing to double down and get an extra 10 grand to throw and complete this go route to Tyreek Hill. Plus, it's it's a go route. Like it's not an end zone fade necessarily. So I can give him a second and a half there,
Yeah.
and then really I just need to like throw it as hard as I can because he'll reach it even if I overthrow.
It's so funny. I'm so glad you said this because my younger brother Phil, this was his first instinct as well. Now, you and I played very minimal high school football. We're both
Yes.
big dudes. I mean, I'm 6'5", about 260, and I played offensive line my whole life of playing football from third grade into high school. And my younger brother, he is an offensive lineman at the D1 AA level in FBS. And my instant thought was Phil was going to say, oh, for 100K, I could strap it back on and go 1v1 versus Micah Parsons just for like one block.
Win once, yeah.
And he's like, and his first say was like, hell no. Like, I'm not going, there's no way I'm going against Micah Parsons, which is funny because my instinct was strap up. I'll take 1 rep versus Micah.
Really? That was your thought too, huh?
My instinct was like, I could go 1-on-1. He convinced me not to do that. He said, he's like, Mark, Micah Parsons will throw like Lane Johnson with one arm and like discard him like a rag doll. And I was like, yeah, but if it's just one block, like what is a successful block against Micah Parsons? Like he doesn't make the tackle, like he doesn't get a sack. I feel like I could, I'm 6'5", like I have a wingspan, like I could just get in his way for half a second, even if it means I get thrown.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I'm going against the Niners. I'm not trying to run the ball against the Niners. There's no way. I do not want to get tackled by any. There's none of these scenarios I'm doing that I'm getting tackled. So I'm not breaking a tackle against Aaron Donald. And there's no way. Because, yes, I think maybe I could get a yard. But even if you get to the 2-yard mark, one of them is going to tackle you.
Right, yeah.
I have no desire to shatter my pelvis for 10 grand.
Yeah, I mean, how much are those hospital bills going to run you? More than 10 grand, probably.
There's no way. So your other instinct is, I get it, like throwing a go route to Tyreek Hill because you can protect yourself. It's a lot of money. It's $20,000. If you feel the rush is coming, you really just throw it up there. If it gets intercepted, who cares? You know what I mean? It's a literal Hail Mary. I think I have an okay arm, but not an arm to throw a go route. I bet you probably throw a better football than me. My younger brother can throw a heck of a football. So I get why he was like, screw it. I can just, see over the line, stand in there as long as I can, and 50-50 go ball to Tyreek Hill. I don't think I have any chance. For me, it comes down to if I actually had to do one of these, and I know this sounds crazy, but if I actually had to do one, I'm catching a pass against Sauce Gardner. I'm on an island. I'm bigger than Sauce Gardner.
You're just going to box him out.
I'm just going to say, let's say it's open field, just 1v1, you versus Sauce Gardner. Give me a chance. If you're with a professional quarterback, give me a chance on just a quick slant. And I know he's way faster than me. He's got great arms, but I feel like I have decent hands. And I'd rather have it in my control for $50K than hawking it up there, and on a go route. I think $50K is also is significantly more than $20,000. I don't fear I don't fear injury against Sauce Gardner unless I tweak my own ankle or pop my ACL. But even then, that's an easier rehab than getting tackled by Aaron Donald or the Niners D line. So if I had to give a final answer, I would go catch a pass against Sauce Gardner. I think it is the easiest answer. I think most people should choose this one. 1 versus 1, best corner in the league. He's not bulky. He's not going to break your leg. He's not going to destroy you on a tackle. And yeah, he'll probably deflect it, but you know what I mean? At least you have your chance in your hands to just grab that football and hold on for $50K.
Well, look, I don't necessarily disagree, but I will say this. The chances or whatever you want to say of it's in your hands, all of these are like the Tyreek Hill one, that's still in your hands because let's be honest, if it's remotely catchable, he's going to catch the ball. So you don't have to I'm not worried about Tyreek Hill's end of the equation.
Yeah, but if he's covered by Sauce Gardner, you got to throw a heck of a football.
Yeah, but that brings it back to that's still on you. Just like the Sauce Gardner situation, it's all on you. You got to make the play. You got to go and grab the pass. In this regard, I got to make the throw.
I
don't know, man. I just
double
think
the money, and you have like my younger brother Teddy. He's like, Mark,
this guy's going to be in your hip pocket, Mark.
And he said, he's like, there's no way you get separation from Sauce Gardner.
Correct.
And I agree. But if he pass interferences you get to go again. Like, you got to make him make the play too.
Yeah.
Because if he creates a penalty, I would imagine you get a redo. it's not like they're going to allow him to just tackle you before you get the football. Like if it's a fair one-on-one play, I have
Well, hey, if we're talking that, then I'm going to use my cadence and get the defense to jump off sides and get a free go ball to Tyreek Hill.
You're going to Aaron Rodgers it.
Yeah.
You got to play within the rules here. I think, and again, even if he knew I was just going on a 5-yard in, and you have your body in front of his body, so I just feel like it's my least chance of getting injured. 50K is a lot more than 20K. There's no way in hell I'm risking my body for 10K against the Niners. And there's Aaron Donald and Micah Parsons are just, it's too physically risky.
I would love to see anyone that thinks that they can take on the ladder too.
Now,
in this regard, I think the first 3 are all you can make an argument for it. You know,
if I was 17 again, like high school football, when I was about 100 pounds, heavier than I am now, and like physically at my like prime, no dramatic injuries yet, I'd 100% try to go one-on-one against Micah Parsons for 100K. Because first off, if you do block him, like that's such bragging rights.
Oh yeah, no
and
question.
When I was that heavier and that younger, that more limber, if he threw me, it would hurt, but I'd get up and I'd be okay. If I got thrown by him now or tackled by any of the other players, I'm seriously in the hospital.
Yeah. Now, you and me both, my friend.
I'm 32, but I'm working on dancing right now for a musical I'm in, and I'm in pain. So there's no way.
Yeah. This is a tough exercise to pull off in your 30s. There's no question about it. So,
I'm very excited to see what the comments are. Let us know. Reach out to us. What would you actually choose to do? Why are we missing something, or are we nailing this? Because I think your options are throw it or try to catch it. Like those are the only two.
Well, I think you could fall forward if you're, I think one of us could fall forward for a yard against the 49ers defense. It's just how many attempts do you get? Because I'm not sure I'm going to get it on the first attempt. So I guess that's the toss up there is if you only get the one try, you better really, make it count. Definitely not going to do a crack toss or anything like that.
Think what is going through your head the minute your left tackle misses a block as the quarterback's handing it to you and Nick Bosa is assaulting you for a 4-yard loss.
Nick Bosa is going through your head. Literally, that's what's happening.
Immediately what you're thinking to yourself is, why didn't I just try to catch the pass from Sauce Gardner?
Yeah. Fair point. All right. Well, we're excited to talk some of the new developments in the league on our next episode next week. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Some gambling strikedowns continuing, including some season-long suspensions coming the way for some players there. So we'll talk that. But for now, this has been our little exercise, and we'll see what the viewers and listeners think, because I'm interested to see what the takes are out there. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy this content and want to see more, we've got you covered with full-length episodes weekly all year long, covering news from around the league. And during the season, we'll provide recaps from every matchup. So please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. It really helps us out. Thanks for the support.
Join Sam Odiemi as he breaks down everything from the NBA during Points in the Paint. From breaking down deals and assessing free agent signings, to recapping all the excitement from the association with the best analysis out there. Points in the Paint, live on the For Frequency's Sake podcast network.